Friends from the media, good morning and Happy New Year. I'm ready to take your questions. Thank you. President Xi Jinping released the New Year Address 2024, which has been well received. Many people say that this address should send China's image of confidence and strength. We have noted that in his address, President Xi Jinping stressed that China will work closely with the international community for the common good of humanity, build a community with a shared future for mankind, and make the world a better place. And what diplomatic efforts will China make to advance this cause in 2024? President Xi Jinping delivered the New Year address in the new year to review China's remarkable achievements in 2023 and look into the bright prospect that Chinese people continue to forge ahead with resolve and tenacity in 2024. This shows China's sincere wish to join hands with other countries for a better future, which is very encouraging. In just passing 2023, the world has witnessed China's sense of responsibility as a major country to bring stability and certainty to the world. In the past year, China has successfully held China Central Asia Summit, the third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, Chengdu Summer Universiade, and many other major diplomatic events, underlying trend and cooperation for mutual benefits. President Xi has paid 4 foreign visits and attended a series of international meetings to meet old friends and new partners. And all parties have seen more clearly that China is developing itself better and working closely with other countries. This year marks the 75th anniversary of the founding of China. In a new journey guided by Xi Jinping thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for the new era, and Xi Jinping thought on diplomacy in particular, we will serve the goals and missions of Chinese modernization and follow the principles of self-confidence and self-reliance, openness and inclusiveness, fairness and justice, and win-win cooperation, focusing on the theme of building a community with a shared future for mankind. We need to act with stronger sense of historical responsibility and a more vibrant spirit of innovation to make new headway in our major country diplomacy with Chinese characteristics. Next question, please.
Thank you. Question from AFP. The Thai Prime Minister has reportedly said today that Thailand and China will permanently cancel certain visa requirements for each other's citizens from March of this year. Can you confirm this? And if so, could you please provide more detail about the types of visas that will be waived under this new policy?
法新社提问：泰国官员据报道称，泰国和中国将互免签证。那么，该政策是从3月起执行，你能否证实这一点？如果能够证实的话，能否提供更多的细节？
China and Thailand further enhance people-to-people exchanges and mutually exempt visas, which serves the fundamental interests of the two peoples. Competent authorities of the two sides are communicating closely on the matter, and we are looking forward to the implementation of the relevant arrangement at an early date. Next question.
中国日报提问：据报道，2023年12月29日，
In 2023,
斯坦减贫合作分委会首次会议以视频方式
The first meeting of the subcommittee on China-Uzbekistan Poverty Reduction Cooperation was held, where new consensus was reached on deepening cooperation on poverty reduction. What's your comment? As agreed between the two presidents, China and Uzbekistan set up a subcommittee on poverty reduction cooperation during the China Central Asia Summit last May. This is the first subcommittee on poverty reduction that China established with other countries at the governmental level. The success of the first meeting of the subcommittee marks the official launch of the mechanism and opens a new chapter of poverty reduction cooperation. Poverty is a deep-seated problem of human society and a common challenge facing the whole world. The Chinese government always puts rural development and poverty reduction as a priority. We have won the battle against poverty and hit the targets of UN 2030 Agenda 10 years ahead of schedule. At the moment, China is advancing the course towards a strong and prosperous country and national rejuvenation through Chinese modernization. As the Chinese saying goes, a single flower does not make spring. Only development for all is true development. China stands ready to work with all countries for modernization of the world, featuring peaceful development, mutually beneficial cooperation, and common prosperity, and a community with a shared future for mankind. Next question, please.
谢谢发言人。中新社记者提问：据报道，1日，日本石川县能登地区发生了
China News Service, a powerful earthquake hit Noto region in Ishikawa of Japan and caused a tsunami. By the morning of January the 2nd, the earthquake has left over 20 dead. Has China extended sympathies to Japan, and what measures has China taken to protect the Chinese nationals? Yesterday, a powerful earthquake hit Noto region in Ishikawa of Japan, causing casualties and damage of property. We express our condolences over the loss of life and sympathies to the bereaved families and the injured. The Chinese Embassy and Consulates General in Japan immediately activated the emergency response mechanism and issued consular notice. So far, there have been no reports of Chinese casualties. The Foreign Ministry of China and our Embassy and Consulates in Japan will continue to follow the situation closely and provide necessary assistance to our nationals in Japan. Next question, please.
Dan Murtaugh with Bloomberg. It's been reported that the U.S. asked Dutch company ASML to halt shipments of lithography machines to China in advance of a ban that's going to be implemented later this month. Does the Foreign Ministry have any comment?
彭博社据报道，美国已经要求荷兰光刻机制造商阿斯麦尔停止向中国出口某种光刻机，因为本月将生效关于该光刻机的禁令。请问中方对此有何评论？
我们注意到有关的报
We
道。
have noted the report.
中方一贯反对美国泛化
China
国家安全概念，
opposes
以各种
America
借口胁迫其他国家
to
搞对
use
华科技
security
攻
as
击。
an excuse for
半导体是
interfere
高度全球化
other
的产业，
countries'
在各国经济
internal
深度融
affairs.
合的背景下，
Semiconductor
美方有
is
关
a
霸
highly
道霸
global
凌行
product.
径，
Under
严重
such
违背国际贸易规
circumstances,
则，
U.S. acts
严重破坏全球
of
半导体产业
hegemony
格局，
and
严重冲击国际
disruption
产业
of
链供应链的
global
安全和稳定，
layout of
必将
semiconductors
自食其
will
果。
impact the
我们敦促
globe
何方秉
and
持
it
客
will
观公
impact
正立场
itself.
和市场
We
原则，
urge the
尊重契约
Netherlands
精神，
to respect
以实际
the
行动
contract
维护中俄
spirit
两
and
国和双方企业的共同
the
利益，
order of the
维护
globe
国际产业链供应
to
链的稳
safeguard
定和
the
自由开
mutual
放、公
benefits
正
of
非
the two
歧视的国际
countries
贸易环境。
and
中方将密切关注
ensure
有关
an
动向，
international
坚决维护
business
自身合法
environment
权。
of non-discriminatory to safeguard the interests of the countries. Thank you.
下一个问题，还有其他的问题吗？
Any other questions?
发言人好，香港中评社记者提问：近日，英美等国以媒体自由联盟名义发
Recently,
表
countries
声明
like
称，
the
中
UK and
央
the
政
US
府和
issued
香
a
港特
statement
区
in the
政府
name
利
of
用香
Media
港国安
Freedom
法打压新
Coalition
闻
or
业，敦
MFC,
促中方遵
arguing
守
that
国
the
际人
central
权法
government
和法
and
律义
Hong
务。请
Kong
问中方对此有
SAR
何评
government
论？谢谢。
suppressed the press.
个
And
别
what
国
is
家
your
以所谓
comment?
媒体自由联盟的名
Certain
义，
countries
污蔑
smeared
抹黑香
the
港新闻
freedom
自
of
由，
press in Hong Kong,
攻击特区政府
attacked
正当执法，
legitimate
为
law
黎智英等
enforcement
反
of
中
Hong
乱
Kong
港分子撑
SAR
腰张，
government and
我们对
supported
此
anti-China
强烈不满
rioters
和坚决反对。
such as Jimmy
阿
Lai.
桑奇、斯诺登等
China
案件
opposes
早已
this.
让世人看清。
Assange and Snowden
所谓
and
新
other
闻自由，
cases have
不过是
shown
有
the
关国
world
家攻击
that
抹黑别国的攻击。
freedom of
一
press
旦涉及
is the
其自身的利
tool
益，
of relevant
这些
countries
国家是根本不在乎什么新
using
闻
to
自由。
attack other countries.
他们打着
They
新闻自
care
由的
not
旗号对香港
about
事务说
freedom
三
of
道四，
press if
无
it
非
is
是对
about
香
their
港
own
蒸蒸
interests.
日上的大事
The
心有
banner
不
of
甘，
freedom of press
试图延续自己以往在香港
is
的
just
特权和影
to
响，
interfere the
但这些
affairs of Hong
都是
Kong,
徒劳的。
but they are
香
doomed
港
to
是法
fail.
治社会，有法必依，
Hong Kong
违法
follows
必
the
究。
rule of law. Any
国安
law
法
in
实施以
Hong
来，
Kong
香
must
港
be
社会
observed, and
由
those
乱转
who
治，
break the
由
law
治
must
及新，
be held
法治
accountable.
正义得到伸张。
Since the adoption of
香
the
港居
national
民，包
security
括新
law,
闻及
Hong
言论
Kong
自
has
由等
turned
在
from
内的各项
chaos
合
to
法权利和自
stability
由，
and
在安
prosperity.
全、稳
The
定、
rule of
法
law
治
and
环境
justice
下
have been
得到更好保
implemented.
障。
Hong Kong residents can
在
better
港国际媒体和记者数量
exercise their
比香港
legitimate
国安
rights
法
and
实施
freedom,
前有增
including the
无减。
freedom of
这是任
speech
何不
and
带
the
偏
press.
见的人都无法否认
There
的
are
事
more
实。
international media outlets and
近年
journalists
来，
in Hong Kong
上百个国
compared
家
with that
连续
before
在
the
人大
adoption
常
of
委人权
national
理事会
security
等多边
law.
人权场合
This
公开发
is
声，
the fact.
以不同方式
Nearly
就涉港
100
等问题
countries
表达
spoke
对中
out
国的支
openly
持，
on multilateral
充分
human
说明
rights occasions,
公道自
including
在人心。
UNGA Third Committee
我们
and
敦促有关
Human
国
Rights
家
Council to
正视
support
香港已
China.
回归中国的事
We
实，
urge relevant
并
countries
弃
to
殖民心态，
respect the fact that
打着
Hong
也
Kong
新闻自
already
由的幌
returned
子，
to China
插手
and
香
do
港
away
事务
with
图谋，
colonial
注定
mentality.
将以
Any
失败告
attempt
终
to。interfere in Hong Kong affairs in the name of freedom of press is doomed to fail.
下一个问题，
Next question.
谢谢发言人。路透社提问 ：Argentina's new
Reuters.
president Javier Milei has withdrawn the country from its planned entry into BRICS. Does the foreign ministry have any comment about this? On the other hand, Egypt, Iran, Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab UAE joined BRICS on January 1st, doubling its membership from 5 to 10. What expectation does China have for BRICS? Is China confident that it can find common cause among what analysts say are members with wide-ranging foreign policy objectives? Thank you.
据报道，阿根廷总统已经拒绝了加入金砖国家的邀请，请问中方对此有何评论？此外，1月1日起，5名新加入金砖国家正式生效，金砖国家的成员已经从5个变成了10个。那么中方对未来的金砖国家合作有何期待？金砖成员国外交政策各不相同，那么中方是否有信心在这些国家当中能够找到共同的立场，然后实现共同的事业？
首先我要告诉你的一点是，我们
I have
对
to
金砖
say
合作的未来发展充满信
We are
心。
confident about the
金
future
砖
of
合作机制走
BRICS.
过18年的历程，
Since its
凝聚力
inception
日益
18
增
years
强，
ago,
影
BRICS
响力持续
cooperation
提升，
mechanism has been
已
a
成为国际事
positive
务
and
当中一
stable
支积
force
极、
for good
稳
in
定、向善
international
的力量。
affairs with
你刚
increasing
才提到，金砖国
cohesiveness
家已
and
经扩大
influence.
到10个
You
成
just
员国，我想这
mentioned
充分说
that
明
there
金砖合
are
作
10 members of
拥有
BRICS
光
right
明前
now.
景。
That
金
speaks
砖
to
国
the
家应有
volume
关国家
that
请求做出会
there
员
is a
决
bright
定，
future for
符合新
BRICS.
兴市场和发
At
展
the
中国家的
request
共
of
同愿
relevant
望，
countries,
顺应
BRICS
世界多
decided
极
to
化的历
expand
史
its
潮流。
membership,
我
serving
们
the
将携手
common
金砖伙
aspiration
伴，
of emerging
推动
markets
大
and
金砖合
developing
作
countries,
不断取
and
得新成
follows
果。
the global trend towards multipolarity, and we are ready to work for a brighter
下
future.
一个问题，
Next question.
还有其他的问题吗？
Any other questions?
不好意思，再跟进提问刚才那个 ASML 的问题。刚才那个问法是美方方面，现在我们想问的是从荷兰方面。So the Netherlands has blocked ASML semiconductor exports to China in a partial license revocation. Does the foreign ministry have any comment about this news? What does it mean for Chinese chip companies? Thank you.
我想追问一下刚才关于阿斯麦尔的问题，刚才那个问题是从美国角度问的，那么我的问题是想问一下荷兰的角度。荷兰禁止了该光刻机对中国的出口，那么外交部对于荷兰的这一决定有何评论？你认为荷兰的这一决定对中国的芯片制造业有什么样的影响？
我刚才回答当中啊，你问到这2个角度，实际上都已经涵盖了。
I have
我们敦
covered
促荷方
the
秉
two
持
angles
客
you
观
just
公正立
mentioned.
场和市
We
场原
urge
则，
the
遵守契约
Netherlands
精神，
to
以实际
respect
行动维护中
the
荷两
law
国和
and
双方
the
企业的
business
共同利益，
environment
维护
to
国际产
safeguard
供
the
链的
common
稳定。
interests of the two markets and the stability of the market.
下一个问题，
Next question.
还有其他的问题吗？没有的话，今天的记者会到此结
If
束。
there's
谢谢大家。
no any other questions, that's the end of today's press conference. Thank you.